All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to you sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of earth. I'm the brother Shaman of Great Millstone, Chicago. And hey, we just rolling with the punches, baby. You know, this place, it's on its last leg. It's staggering. You just had another shoot up in Kenosha, right up the street from where I'm at. You know, it's the same thing, man. More protests. So whether it be Esau behind the shit or Esau trying to stir up the New World Order, however it go, it's you know, the troops are rolling out. The shit is gonna happen, all right. And of course, you know, Chicago is a representation for not just black people, but all the sons of Jacob around the planet. I'll put it like that. Alright. All the sons of Jacob here in the US though, as far as the policy and as far as how they want to deal with us, that's what they do. They say, oh, see, look at Jake in Chicago. Look what's going on in Chicago. But not understanding, you got people coming here from other places who, you know, stir up shit. You got people wearing masks and it's all kind of chaos and confusion and chaos, but at the end of the day, you know, the Lord sees everything and prophecy has to happen. All right, so not gonna waste, you know, our time even trying to figure out who's who and what's what unless the Lord, you know, brings it out. And that's why we do these videos, all right? Because we got a lot going on. It's a big world, it's a huge planet. All right, but with this piece of news, it says the smoke from California wildfires is now visible in Kansas. And, you know, it's seeming like every single year, which the scriptures talk about, you know, how the Lord is in the whirlwind and these wildfires, you know, you got the wind that stirs them up and then it's basically just blows the wind, you know, through the brush. And then all that stuff sparks on fire. And that's all the Lord's doing because in a lot of those spots, California and, you know, all of those plush homes and those wineries and all that stuff. A lot of those people has been found out that they're into those are some homes of some wealthy pedophiles. All right, not all of them, but in many cases, I'll say it like that. All right, and that's out there, you know, towards that, you know, Bohemian Grove region anyway, all right, where all that wicked shit is going down. Where, you know, people are, Esau is basically worshiping Molech in secret, all right? And this is just foreshadowing in the future, the fact that you can see the smoke all the way here in the Midwest, where you could see it, you know, I believe it's gone now, but you can see it here in the Midwest. And that stuff is all the way, you know, towards the western seaboard on the West Coast. All right? And that's exactly how everybody's going to see America. And that's just a little bit of fire, you know, that's burning California. It's a lot, but in the grand scheme of this country, it's a little bit. All right? But now imagine when the whole fucking thing is on fire, according to the scriptures. Let's get to that. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It has to happen according to prophecy. Right? It hasn't. There's nowhere else where this has happened, you know, in the world. I mean, you know, the Lord did burn. He did fuck up Sodom and Gomorrah. I put it like that. But this place is going to be the ultimate example because it's in the same spirit of all of those wicked places, you know, in the ancient world being brought back. You say it like that. All right. This place is referenced as Sodom and Egypt. Is referenced as, of course, Babylon. You know, the scriptures talks about the Chaldeans, and which the Chaldeans were sorcerers. All right, all of that stuff. Which, you know, they got their sorcery out now. They got their election, and they want to see who they're going to inaugurate. You know, we know the word augur means soothsayer. This is Revelations 18:8. It says, therefore, because this stuff takes time to build, you know, these fires break out and, you know, it happens every single year. too. You know, to the and what's interesting is these are the very same places where once these Edomites sent the Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, Gad and Reuben. At one point, he sent them out there. He said, "Look, you can have that land." Then they went out there and they figured out that that land was good, and then now they tried to come out and set up shop and kick, you know, the original people out. And now look, the Lord is burning your shit down. All right, and the scriptures say that what the Lord's judgment is in the whirlwind. That's what it is, man. That wind is whipping those fires up, you know, and that stuff can carry for miles and miles. All right, but here's the scriptures: Revelation 18. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 6. It said, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works." All right, so double is going to happen to this place, man. Double is going to happen to these people. Double. It said, "In the cup which she had filled to her double." All right, and when it talks about Babylon in Revelations, because you know you're not a preacher unless you're not a preacher or a pastor or a deacon or none of that unless you know and understand Revelations. All right, Revelations gives you the fate of the place where the Israelites basically are going to be brought in the end of time. All right, the scripture talks about that. The Israelites are going to go into a land which they know is not, you know, blase. It says, in the cup which she had filled to her double. And what does it say? Babylon has been a golden cup. This place has been a golden cup. This is how everybody's been eating. All right, you go to order something online. You can order it from China, from Japan, from all these different other countries. You can order it now. All right, everybody who has natural materials or cheap manufacturing, they want to do business with America because they want to use the consumer base of America. That's basically how you make a lot of money. You utilize a heavy consumer base, which that's what America has. All right, and they got the brands, these different brands which have been brought up, which many of them go back to Esau and his wicked acts, or even slavery itself. And then, you know, those brands are worth millions and billions of dollars, which, again, Jacob put it on and modeled for it, but Esau is, ultimately, he owns the stuff. There are no brands which are owned by Jacob, which they push forth in the mainstream media. And that's another reason why, you know, this is all vanity anyway, right? The fashion, because the scriptures say, well, the fashion of this earth passes away. That's talking about, of course, the lifestyle. But, you know, all of that stuff, man, the shoes, the clothes, all of that stuff, it's going to burn away. Right? You look at movies like, because you got to get in the spirit, you look at Book of Eli, The Road, whatever movie where they're showing you the end of days, they're showing you the end of America. You know, nobody's worrying about who's got the newest, you know, Nike jumpsuit, which is, there's nothing wrong with having it, but ultimately it's just vanity. It doesn't mean anything. That's what Solomon said. All things are vanity. It's vanity. All right. Here for a moment, gone tomorrow. It said, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. And when you go in these Edomites neighborhood, whether it be the Gold Coast or Manhattan or wherever they are, you know, they're living deliciously. Even now, you can still go in their neighborhoods during COVID, and you know these Edomites are living good. They're not worried about anything. Right? So what's going to happen? So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And that's the pride of these people. Nothing's going to happen. None of this stuff you guys are talking about is going to happen. That's how they are. But slowly and slowly, the other nations are getting pissed off with America. Slowly and slowly, you know, America's losing power. They're losing agriculture, right? And you're losing your personal freedoms, and you know, they got to fix the price of gold, fix the price of silver. They got to do all this patchwork, you know. And just like in the background, you can hear that I got an air hose leak or whatever. But that's how this place is, man. It's got a leak, right? It's got a matter of fact, a giant gash, and they're trying to put that tape over, and it's not working. It said what? Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. It's 1 day. And the scriptures also talks about in 1 hour. And death and mourning and famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire. There you go. Just like people always read about that, hell is going to go into the lake of fire. No. Heaven and hell, the conditions played out on this earth, which the Catholic Church admitted that they lied about hell. And this further backs that up. She shall be utterly burned with fire. It's talking about this nation. And as you can see, back at verse 3, it said, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Right. It's talking about this place, America. All right. It said, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication. All right, that was the point, though. You get the point. All right. Just like, people in the Midwest are able to see that. Damn, man, you're able to see, your own country burning up. Everybody in the world is going to see this place being burnt up. It says, Revelation 21:8. Matter of fact, start at verse 7. Because this is the promise. This is why we're doing all this. It's not all for nothing. We're not just a bunch of, guys who are just bitter with life. Which, we are bitter, but it's for a reason. It's because we've been set up for day one. Our people have been set up to lose from day one. You come into this world, you already got strikes against you. You're already guilty until proven innocent. It says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. And that's talking about the elect. But the fearful and unbelieving, the abominable, which you got many abominations, the Democrats right now, they're rolling out, all the red carpet full of abominations. All right? All of them. All of the letters, the B, the G, the L, the T, whatever. They're all coming out parading around, and because they're enjoying this place. All right, they enjoy this place. This place is fun for them. That's how you know that this isn't the righteous kingdom. All right, because in our kingdom, we did certain things to them, and you can read about that. I'm not gonna say it because YouTube will. But you know what? Fuck it. We put that bullshit to death. We got rid of that bullshit because it was a stain on our nation, for you to even see that bullshit. And now, these people are getting magazine covers and, popular, all this weird ass shit. Got the kids, freaked out and weirded out. Up is down and down is up, man. The Lord is going to destroy this shit. And murderers, and there's a lot of murderers too, and whoremongers. Yep. Sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And this is that place. That fire and that brimstone. That word brimstone, let's see what that is. It says divine incense, because burning brimstone was regarded as having power to purify, to ward off disease. Sulfur. It goes back to sulfur. No, that's not what I wanted. Khan, you get the point though. It says, that was the point on that though. This is that place. That's been because for so long, you look it up. One of the definitions for hell is Gehenna, which that was basically a trash mound. Where trash was burned. All right, and then over the years through the history, and this is where that idolatry, this is where that going into the other nations' philosophies, this is where all that bullshit came from. All right, they talk about you'll go down to the underworld and burn. They show you that in the little Hercules movie and these different other movies. You go into hell and you stuck into a pit of lava, and then you start to ask critical questions as a kid. Well, what if I fall, but then I grab onto a cliff, or what if I fall in the lava, but then you can't die, so then you jump out, and then it's all this room for escape, basically, because that's the mind of Jake, man. We want to get out of here. Matter of fact, the scriptures say, prisoners of hope. Our people hope. Zechariah 9. Matter of fact, Zechariah 9 and 12. Turn ye to the stronghold. That's talking about the Lord. Ye prisoners of hope. Even today, they're prisoners of hope. Right? People say, well, how do you know this is going to happen? How do you know? Faith. And it's not, what I'm saying, there is some guidance to it, man. Brothers see chariots, brothers have dreams, brothers, go through all these spiritual things, brothers see in 144. That's that hope and that faith, man. We're prisoners of the hope that we're going to get out of here. It said, even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah, exactly. So there you go again, man. Double is going to be put to this man. Double of what he gave us. I call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And I'm not even going to make it that long, but that's, hey, this is the year of prophecy, man. And you're just seeing nothing but signs, earthquakes, rumors of war, all of that stuff is just jumping off. All right, now you got this one. Call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Abba Ball. Prisoners of hope. Yep, smoke or burning.